Iron Trader. It's about 5:15 in the afternoon, so we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted along with the EIA report for crude oil. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell the stock, commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, if you watched my video this morning, or the day before that, or the day before that, you notice I've been pointing out here these key levels of support, okay? So what today is, we lost, obviously, yesterday's low. It went down, that was 77.68. I was always pointing out this candle here, 77.55. And then I figured, okay, here we go at the retest at 76.89. Now, today, it got a little bit lower than that. It got down to 76.70, which is very, very nice. It lines up pretty nice with this candle here at 76.79 within 9 cents. And we have a nice double bottom situation going on here now. So a lot of times what happens is what you want to do is, I was short once we lost yesterday's low. I went to SCO is how I traded short. UCO for the long. And what happened is it comes all the way down here. And then what I do is I put a stop loss in real quickly, because a lot of times what happens is when this makes a lower low, okay, so that was that 76.70 versus this low here, what you do is you draw in all the people who are going to be short, and then you get that squeeze higher, okay? So what I do is I put it in, I got stopped out of that, I went long, and I'm still long the UCO, okay, for crude oil. Very, very good trading here today, but always watch these double bottoms. And then when you get that fake out where it goes lower, okay, and then the rallies right on up here, that's exactly when you want to buy. Here's another example. A little bit different, doesn't have the bottom, double bottom. But when you have the red candles like this, see, you have that series of lower highs and lower lows, and then we'll get this candle. So when this candle initially started off, it was red. And it got lower. So everybody thinking, oh, hell, this is going to go down to the next level, or maybe the next level or next level. And then what happens is it reverses, okay, and all those people that are short, now they got to buy that up here, and then you get a nice reversal candle just like we had here. Now, these come in all different kind of shapes. There's a reversal candle. Look at sticky here. That's a reversal. That's a reversal. This is a reversal. We had a reversal here last week, and then we have another one again. But the key to this one is we have that double bottom action, which is always very, very bullish here now. Okay. So now what we want to do, let's take a look at the downside. So when the futures open up here at 6 p.m., this is what we're going to be watching. Is this 8 SMA 78.82? Now you can see how nice that 8 SMA is starting to curl up. Okay. Very, very nice. Right below it here, we have that 78.52, which is the 100 SMA, okay? Very, very nice. So that's what we want to really be watching, because that 78.52 lines up very, very nice here with the 78.53 here, your 21 SMA. Okay, so now, if this rallies up here, okay, we had a high of 78.92. Your first resistance is going to be right there at that 79.09, okay? So just always remember that here, that we want to look at 78.92. That's today's high. If it gets above that, you can have that resistance at 79.09. And then what we do is we follow the candles right up. Yesterday's high, you had 79.38. We rally up to here, you got 79.80. We have 79.96, and then this is what you'd be looking for, is that 80.11. Right above it, we have this really, really nice 21 SMA. It's on the downslide. However, this 8 SMA now is curling up. So if this can keep on curling up here, take that price higher, we can blow through the 200-day to 21-day and take it up to this possible 50 SMA here. So watch this double bottom, very, very nice. Now, yesterday I pointed out we had the low there of 77.68. I said, just watch this key level here, 77.55, because you had a nice double bottom with a higher low. It just never played out. And today, you can see when it just couldn't get up above yesterday's high, then she just sold right off here. But this was a really nice short and a really nice long. Remember, this is a trading opportunity here for you now. This is, you know what I'm saying? Now, again, if this starts to rip on up here and you start getting above this 200-day and the 20, and they start ripping up there, then you can go long. I mean, balls out long, because now she's going to go much higher, okay? But right now, you want to always trade it when you start getting these series here where you have a high, a lower high, lower high, lower high situation. That's never good. That's not what you want to buy. You always want to go on to see we get some kind of a support level as that double bottom. That's where you take your long. Now, what I'm going to do is watch at 6 o'clock to see how long we are, because I am in UCO and I'm 5,000 shares long, okay? So I'm just going to see exactly now if we can hold this and what that candle is going to look like. I might dump off half the shares. I might even dump off 3,000 shares. We're going to see how it goes. Now, if this pulls back, you want to watch that 8 SMA, 78.82, and then you want to watch that 100 SMA on Thursday. If you can hold that level there and we can make another higher high of that 78.92, that's when we know we can rip right back up to this 200 SMA. Now, what we have here is a really nice positive divergence on your RSI, and I'll show you here, okay? So you take the bottom of this candle, we had a low, okay, and it came all the way, okay, so, well, let's take this candle. Okay, so we had a low, you put in a real low, okay? We had this candle here, you had even a lower low, but we had a higher low. Now we had a lower low today, and we had a higher low. See that? Positive divergence going on here on the RSI. Now the MACD here, your green is still below your red, but if that can curl up again, then we can have a scenario like this, that green over your red, and this is what you get. But just watch this nice double bottom that's in play here, and obviously upside target, your big target is going to be your 200-day, your 8-day, and then your 50 SMA going right on up here. But always watch the weeklies, okay? Your 21 is lining up here with your 100-day, but watch that 50-day at 79.09. That's just above our price here now, and that could take it, once you get through that, then we can squeeze to the 200 there very easily. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, now natural gas was just absolutely wet and wild. UNG, I mean, that thing just kept blasting between basically a little bit less than 17 and all the way up to 1770. So you had a really good trading. I scalped it 4 times today on the UNG. I mean, it's just a really good trading. Now, if we look at this pattern here, now this is a 5-minute chart here. Okay, what do we have? We have a low, a higher low, a higher low, and then we have a higher low. See how nice that pattern is? Very, very nice here. Okay, so now what we want to do is we went all the way up to there. There's the gap fill, 2.42 that I've been pointing out here for, I don't know, 3 months now. And where did it go? Right to 2.42. That's the gap fill. Okay, so always watch that daily chart. I'm going to show you here in a second exactly where it went. But this is a really nice pattern. Now the key is you got to get above that 242. Then the next target is going to be 2.46. Is going to be that 200-day, and then we have 2.49, which is going to be that 50-day, which I'm going to show you here in a second. So if you're trading here, I pointed out here, we had this nice double bottom situation here, okay, from here to yesterday. So you had a low here of 2.31, and then we had this low here of 2.30. So see that nice double bottom? And this is on a 5-minute chart. So when you see that scenario, okay, even you can trade all of this. That's not a problem. Okay, but when you see that scenario, that's a good opportunity to go long. Now, the time to dare to also take off your trade is 2 scenarios, and we had the same thing going. Okay, so when you look at the top of this candle, what do we have here? You had 2.38. Now, you can see when they made that lower high at 2.386, no, that was 2.39, and then 2.386 right below it. And then look at that 8 SMA. See how when that fell? That price went below that 8 SMA, what happens? It goes all the way down. That should tells you when it gets below that 8, you got to sell or short. Okay, I do both, but if you just say I'm a long trader, then you ride that 8 SMA up and then you dump it, okay, when it goes below. Here today was another perfect example of the same thing. This rallied up really, really high. You put a low, a higher low, and it rallied up very strongly all the way up to 2.40, which was a higher low than what we had yesterday, which was 2.39. And then you put this red candle in right next to it. And then what happened is you put this series of lower highs in there. See how it got below that 8 SMA? That tells you right there, you got to sell that, short it, or however you do it. Now, I didn't short it. I usually short it, but I didn't short it, not in this time frame. What I did is I just basically sold my long, and then look what happened here when it gets below that 8 SMA. Okay, but then what you do, you got to be patient down here. You take your trade off up here, and then you wait for another buying opportunity. So as this rallies up here, you don't buy this, okay? You just let it roll, and where did it go? Right to the 50 SMA. You wait until it comes down, retest, but it was just kind of shaken, and then it went right back up to the 200-day, and you can see where it couldn't clear, and then it came down, and that was your retest. See where you have a retest here and right there, okay? See that double bottom situation? That's where you take the trade as soon as you get that green candle. And then look what a nice trade you had going all the way up. Then she came right on down, but you look at this, it held this level here, which is the higher low. So that tells you got to take this trade again and go back. That's why I say UNG was just wild. I mean, I was just loving it. You know what I'm saying? Just loving it. It would just going up and up and up and down and up and up and down. That's my kind of trading. I just love the volatility. And this was really some really good trading. Now, again, when those futures open at 6, let's see what happens with the old natty gas. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, now here we have natty gas, your daily and a weekly. Now I've been pointing out all the way from when we were way back here, this gap right here, okay? 2.16. I says, now again, we go to the left, we'll follow the candles on up here, but this is what you're looking for is the fill. 2.424. Okay, 2.424. What do we have today? Where did it go? You see this? You see that shit? Look at that high right there. See that? 2.424 right there, and now we fill that gap. Okay, this is why you trade the chart. So anybody out there tells you charts are backward looking at, they're full of shit. Okay, they just don't know how to trade the charts. Okay, so this is the thing. You can go back to my videos and just watch them, and you'll see on natural gas, I've been pointing out this gap fill way here months and months ago. Okay, that's once you get this breakout like we had, that's going to be your first stop right there, and where to go exactly to 2.42. Damn, I am good, ain't I? Huh? That's not too bad. Now, what we want to do is you want to watch that here, okay, today at 6 o'clock and tomorrow, first thing. What we're looking for next, if we can get up higher, this is what you're looking for, is basically 2.6. Okay, if it gets above that, then we're looking for this 50-day at 2.49. So look at 2.46, 2.49, and now it has to break above that gap fill, okay? That's what we're looking for there on the upside. Again, if you can get above that, again, you're not going to get above that really the first time because you can see how small the candles are getting now. This is going to be a big, really strong resistance, that 246 right there, and then 2.49. That's going to be very, very strong resistance. So just remember that, okay, if you're absolutely, like, let's say, just a total, like a long trade. Okay, so you always want to look for the target points, even though when this is starting to look really ugly, okay, always look to the target points as when this does break out, exactly where you're going. Okay, so once we break above that, then we're going to look right here at that 2.46, and then we'll look at that 2.49. That is your upside. Now, let's just always take a look at what's going on the downside. All right, here we go. So right now we're sitting at right around a 2.4 area. So what we want to do is you want to come right down to the candle here. Okay, so you're looking at 2.38, and it will come realistically right there at that 2.31. The reason you're looking at 2.31 because see you're holding this level right there. That is going to be very key. So look at that 2.31. Now the 8-day when the futures open will be higher. So we want to look at that 2.28, but you're probably going to come right up in this area right here on that 50-day when those futures open. Now again, if that 8-day is lost, then we'll come right here to the top of this candle, 2.26. Very, very key. And then again, if that is lost, what you want to do is come right here to 2.16. That is going to be your next support. See this here? Where it held all the way through. Look at the bottom of that candle. See how that nice and held? That's going to be your next level. Okay, so just remember, just take it all the way down, 2.34, okay, 2.31, 2.26, and then 2.16. That is going to be your support levels if this 8 SMA is lost. Now, the 8 SMA over the 50, over the 21-day, very, very nice. This is bullish, 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 bullish until that 8-day is lost. Okay, so look how nice it held that candle. Look how nice it held that candle. Okay, this is what you're looking for. Very, very easy. This 8-day, if you just watch that 8-day, watch that on the downside, watch this 200-day, watch that 50-day on the upside. RSI here looking very, very strong. Green over your red, very, very strong. Green over your red, very, very strong. And then look how nice this 8-day is curling up, and there's your big target. Easy peasy. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we will do it all over again. And remember, EI report on the old natty gas will be out tomorrow at 10:30. Thanks for watching.